We want to join here live by Congressman Morgan McGarvey, of course, a Louisville native. And Morgan, thank you very much for joining us. In your statement, you sort of referenced that you've been in contact with federal authorities. Is there anything new you can tell us that you've been learning at this hour?
Yeah, thanks so much, Doug. I mean, it's just heartbreaking. I'm in D.C. right now, but I'm not just watching the images on your all's coverage on this. I'm getting pictures from people living in Louisville and showing from their backyards or their driveways what's going on. I've talked several times with the NTSB tonight. I think it's important to note a few things. Number one, we don't know what happened. There's going to be a lot of speculation. And look, we've all seen the horrific video. We've seen some of these things on social media and other places. We don't know what happened yet. That's important. The NTSB is sending a full team here. I've talked to them about what that means. When they send a full team, you're talking about experts in everything from the wheels to the wings, to training to pilots. It is everything that is man-manufactured an environment that happens with an airplane as it's getting ready to take off. They're also sending in resources to help. I mean, our thoughts, our prayers, we go out to everyone impacted by this, but they partner with the Red Cross. They have services available, and they help the families who impacted with everything they can. So they are mobilized. They are on it. They are headed to Louisville. They're getting here quickly, but that doesn't mean we're going to get answers quickly. They're going to do a very thorough investigation.
Morgan, Connie Leonard here. So when you say a full team, from your understanding, does that usually happen when there are fatalities involved, as in this crash?
Yeah, I think when you have a crash that's one like this, of this size, of this scope, it's going to warrant a full team. And so, they've made that call already. They're sending in that full team, and and we're still focusing. We know that already it's a tragedy, but still a lot of efforts right now ongoing with the recovery. I mean, our first responders are doing an absolutely incredible job. We don't know the details yet, other than this is tragic. It's awful, and we've got people working really hard to do the best they can.
Morgan, we hear so much about the ongoing government shutdown affecting different agencies. Do you anticipate that the shutdown would impact this investigation at all, or is it impacting the NTSB? Is it one of those agencies that's been exempt from this?
That's actually a great question, Doug, and certainly it's a question we're going to be asking as this goes on tonight, and talking with the chair, talking with the lead investigator, the board member in charge of this team. They're mobilizing a full team here tonight. And so, that is, they're doing their best. I don't know at this stage what impact it has, but we will be asking all questions in the hours and days ahead.
And can you tell us, when did you hear about what was going on here in your hometown? Tell us how you got the news and where you got that news.
Yeah, I actually got the news from friends and family who looked up in the air and saw smoke and got the text of saying, hey, something's happening in Louisville. And then, of course, not long after that, the reports started coming in, and we were in touch with it. I've talked to the governor. I've talked to the mayor. I've talked to the police chief, the fire chief. We're working with everybody here, whether it's NTSB or even in the administration, trying to mobilize as many resources together. And, I mean, as awful as this is awful. And, again, I mean, this is one where our prayers have to continue going out to everyone impacted by this. But it's also, this is when you see the best in people too. And you're seeing that from a lot of really great first responders and public servants.
Right.
Morgan, I remember you landing at our airport during the Old National Bank mass shooting. You came directly here to WHAS to talk to the community.
Yeah.
Your message tonight, and also, will you be coming to Louisville to try to oversee or monitor the federal investigation?
Absolutely, and we're trying to get on the first flight there. Right now, as you can imagine, flights into Louisville are a little bit chaotic.
Our airport's shut down.
Yeah, we do expect the airport to open back up, but the flights into Louisville tonight have been canceled, and the flights into Lexington, Cincinnati are really delayed. I don't know that they'll take off tonight either. Yeah, I mean, this is one where, look, it doesn't matter what title or whatever you have. I'm a lifelong Louisvillian. We love our community. We love our neighbors. We have pride in the fact that we're the UPS World Hub. You know, when those first vaccines rolled off, right, you know, and were delivered right here from Louisville, from UPS, that's something that's a source of pride for us. And so this is personal. I mean, my heart breaks for everybody. You know, it's Louisville. We're 1 degree of separation from everybody. And so, you know, the chances are if you're Louisville, you're going to know somebody whose life has been changed by this. Or if you don't know them, you're going to know somebody who does. And so this is one where we got to check on our neighbors. We got to hold each other up. We got to lift each other up in prayer. We got to make sure that we're there for each other because this work is ongoing. The recovery efforts are ongoing. But even after that has started to dwindle, you know, this is one that's I think it's going to hurt for a while.
Okay, Congressman Morgan McGarvey joining us live from Washington as he is getting ready to come back to Louisville, like a lot of our top leaders are, to keep an eye on this investigation. Thank you very much for joining us.